Recording.
Woo! All right, we are back. We are here. We are in the house. As you can see, we are at Mink's house today. We're in the suburbs. Well, the deep.
Yeah, I keep forgetting this extra like 5 minutes once I make
Deep.
that left.
Deep.
Not funny.
Deep.
Like, I was trying to figure
Oh
out
my goodness, I was over at my cousin's house.
Trying to figure out what Baby was telling me was like going to be 30 minutes. I was like, but she was down right there. I'm like, oh yeah, that last left.
Over the
It's
river
not-
and through the woods to grandmother's
No,
house.
the one with no street lights?
Yeah. I mean, we got a road now. Remember when she first moved around here like that?
Right.
That would,
yeah.
yeah.
I had to watch my
We
car
got a road
on the way
now.
back.
Yeah, you know.
Y'all see what I go through.
What? It's real.
But look,
You
I
have
was
a
at my
lovely
cousin's
home.
house the other day. We were leaving yesterday. We were leaving. Why somebody had a sign up talking about some lost sheep? I was like, where the fuck do you live in? You got motherfuckers in the neighborhood looking for sheep, lost sheep.
We had some runaway.
Run away? What is one a day?
One a day.
Run.
We had some runaway cattle on the road I take on the way to the mall.
Did we get some steak out of it?
No, I was runaway. I think it was cattle. I think it might have been a horse or two up in
Does
there.
like a truck flip over? Like what?
No, it's a farm on the corner.
See,
And the
that, it's a farm on the corner.
And the fence broke.
And she's mad at us for our drive.
Okay, so it's the podcast.
All right, I'm gonna say, all right, let's get ready to stick.
I'm going to Mink's house. Do I have gas?
So you better have a full tank coming up in this minute. All right,
Well enough.
this is the podcast you all know and love. Oh damn, I fucked up. This is the podcast. Fuck it. What are we? Really bitch, because I don't.
Because we can't get
And
this shit
I have not taken a sip yet, believe it or not. I'm getting ready to take one now. All right, so we are here. We are back. A few things, housekeeping things I want to touch on before we jump right on in. So first of all, if you listened to last week's episode and you heard author Kara Barbour, and I just wanted to bring her books again. We have, and this is a great book, What the World Needs Now, 90 Days to a Happier Life. This is definitely a great inspiration. I think you need one in your life. And
I'm good. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy.
It says happier. It doesn't say you're not happy. It says happier. Happier.
Really?
E-I-E-R.
Unless Jack Daniels opened a factory
In
in Waldorf, I don't see anything happy.
I'm actually going to the Jack Daniels factory this summer, so give me your list and some money. I got you. Cash
Fair
out me. Cash out me.
Got you.
And so, but this one, because you opened it up and started reading the forward and was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
it gets you from day one. It gets you from the book.
first two lines, I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. And then her second book, which is the book that it's her newer book that has just come out called I Chose Defiance. Again, this is a story that if you go back and listen to last week's episode, you will hear her story where she talks about working in the school system, being blackballed, and how she came back from that situation. So I just wanted to bring those up again, and just so you guys would get that information and order them. They are great books, great books. The second thing,
You should have said previously on Really Bitch.
previously on Really Big.
This-
The other thing I want to say is thank you to all of our new subscribers. We are up
thank
to
you.
516 subscribers.
Thank you.
What?
Yes,
Thank
right. Yes. My goal was to get to 500 by my birthday, and I still have 2 more weeks. So let's try to get to 550. Like,
we ain't had to strip or nothing. That's awesome.
Right.
What?
hey, y'all let me know in them comments if face strips, how many followers you think we can get?
And I always put some music to it. Dun 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 dun.
Wow.
No, we gotta put some. Yeah, we gotta get
All
some.
right. I guess I better do some sit-ups or something just in case. Just in case.
But I want to say this to everybody.
My six-pack got ice
If
on
you
it,
are
man.
listening,
Get the ice off my six-pack before this happened.
I ain't never heard of
I
that.
never heard that with ice on the 6-pack.
Oh.
Anyway, you stupid as hell. I want to say to all of our subscribers, I want to say thank you. I hope you are enjoying the channel. I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing. Please tell your friends, forward, share, like, and subscribe. If you just happen to stumble into this and it's popped up and you're looking at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll like what you see.
And tell your grandma, because she's probably a little spicy.
Look, I don't see the problems. Subscribe.
Okay. And I'm gonna say this too.
Get Nana her Gmail account so she can go ahead.
And you may be seeing more from Face because he's wanted to upload some videos, and so I've been telling him, I'm like, look, do it, put it up there, give us a different point of view. He was mad about something the other day, went on a rant, but so I've been saying that on camera to encourage you. Next time, just send it to me and we'll upload it.
This is passive aggressive demands that she's putting on me right now, but she just recorded it.
I think people would like to see it.
All right, cool.
Excuse me. And of course, Mick, you know, you are always welcome to upload. I just be afraid. I would be a little teensy weensy afraid.
I'll be calm.
I don't know.
I'll be calm.
You be calm? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think that's the housekeeping that I wanted to get out the way. Anybody in housekeeping? Anybody want to share? How's the voting going? I know early voting
It ended on Friday.
it ended, and so the election day is Tuesday, right?
Tuesday, June 26th.
So if you live in Maryland,
polls open at 7 a.m. They close at 8 p.m. Get your ass in line. If not, fuck you, don't want to hear it.
I did mine early.
Thank
you
you.
did early vote very good.
I did early because I don't do lines.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't
And I
do
think
lines.
there was an increase. I'm not sure overall the state of Maryland, just my county, but I think it was an increase of like 38%.
Really?
Doing early voting. So
Okay,
yes.
because DC, which
Really? Is that all it took? Just never mind.
well, no, because
Is that what it
in
took?
DC it wasn't that great, and DC already theirs was last week, and we had early voting and all that good stuff. Because I'm still registered in DC, but I think the highest ward was Ward 3, and they had 28%, and it went down from there. The lowest ward, and I'm gonna get political for a real quick second. It might as well because the first part of the show is going to be political anyway. But so in DC is broken down into wards. If you don't know or don't live in DC, there are 8 wards. And honestly, if you really want to get jiggy about it, the wards fall in line with socioeconomic status.
Right.
I mean,
Damn
if you really
sure
want to, you know what I'm saying, 1 through 4, those are going to be your upper end, your Georgetowns, your
almost Maryland.
Yeah, you're almost Maryland, your Bethesda, going almost into Bethesda. If you go
Chevy
1 through
Chase, which is on the list
Chevy
of
Chase.
the top most profitable, right next to one of the most profitable cities in America.
Right, so those are going to be your higher end parts of the city. When you start getting into Ward 4, Ward 5, Ward 4 is your upper end black people. That's where the mayor lives and all of that. That's Ward 4.
Everybody in the middle.
Right, you move into Ward 5. That's my ward. That's where I grew up. That's where I vote, Ward 5. Then you get into Ward 6, Ward 7, Ward 8, being really the poorest part of DC. You just want to get real jiggy with it.
I'm feeling a little, you know.
Less
For a
commercial.
little what?
I don't know.
I mean,
stop me when I tell a lie.
They're gentrifying now.
It is. DC is gentrified, so the lines are a
it's
little
getting
blurred.
Now,
but
depending on what section.
But let's just be real. I mean, let's just get jiggy. You grew up in Ward 8. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but tell me when I'm lying.
Take a wrong turn off 8th Street now.
I grew up in Ward 7, but I grew up on the Maryland border. I mean, I literally
Right, and that's what my grandmother. Well, my
grandmother
grandmother lived in over there in J Street. So
Okay.
I mean, I know that area too.
And I've always lived in Northeast. I've always lived in the Ward 7 no matter where we move. And I honestly never knew that about the different wards.
Think about it.
And now that you say it, I will say it is very interesting. And my mom had a good government job.
And Ward 8 had the lowest turnout. Ward 8 was at, I want to say Ward 8 was less than 10%. So again, this is what I'm going to say to you all, okay? Politicians pay attention to the people who vote. So we can sit here and we can talk about nobody cares about Ward 8 or nobody cares about poor people or nobody. And there are a whole lot of things that go into that, but in a black and white world, let me just keep it real black and white for you. And you just came off of working on a campaign. I've worked on campaigns in the past. My undergraduate degree is in political science. I did this shit, okay? Candidates pay attention to where the votes are going. So when you looking at, if I have had a candidate right now, the primaries were last week. Now, DC, it really doesn't matter because the primaries are the election because it's such a democratic city. But if I had a candidate right now, who do you think I'm paying attention to as far as where the votes came from? Do you think we're going to spend a whole lot of time in Ward 8? Probably not. That's not to say that makes it right. I'm just telling you the way campaign managers think. And when it's time to start passing policy, when it's time to start putting money in places, politicians pay attention to where they're going to get their votes from and where they're going to get their support from. It's wrong. It's bullshit. But if y'all don't vote, that is your voice.
But it's not necessarily wrong for the simple fact of,
let me just get this.
If you're not coming out to defend yourself, then how can I fight for you? Because if you're going to sit at home and stay at home and not vote because whatever your excuse, whether it's lines, you don't feel like it, my vote don't count, whatever BS reason people are making up for the last couple of years, If you're not going to
And if
exercise
the shit
your
that's
right
going
to
on
vote,
right now don't make you vote, I don't know what the fuck will.
then you can't expect somebody. You can't say nobody don't want to save themselves.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
All I'm saying is when you look at it from, let's say, take a look at the areas, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, mostly residential. Mostly. In other words, there's commercial business, national businesses that are there. They voted the most. I'm just saying. And then the people that should have voted had the largest turnout was the lowest turnout. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And
If you think about that, and you say that these companies do this and they can do that, that's the reason why Walmart was going to take over New York Avenue. Just because nobody was over there, nobody in the community voted, nobody paid attention.
And when Walmart came into DC, Walmart came into DC. You know what I'm saying? And they got some sweetheart ass deals because DC was the areas that they wanted to go into were so desperate for the jobs for a corporation like Walmart. Walmart got a sweetheart ass deal coming into the city. But anyway,
How many Walmarts are in DC right now?
Originally, the original deal I think was 5, but right now I can think of 4, 3 off the top of my head.
Don't stop me line.
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3, maybe 4. I know of at least 3 off the top of my head.
And that says a lot for the size of DC.
It is because when they first said it, I was like, "Where the fuck we gonna put all
Right,
the
that's
Walmarts?"
that was my thought.
I know the biggest Walmart was going in probably the poorest area.
The one where the old Murray used to be over there on
Yeah.
8th Street with the old DMV joint. That's a
Walmart
Walmart.
there?
That's a Walmart now. And then on Georgia Avenue, straight up the street from the police station, there's a Walmart there. And then there's a Walmart over.
I like how everybody knows the police station. You can say the police station.
I know.
Everybody know what you're talking
You
about.
know the police station on Georgia Avenue.
Police
You
station on
know.
Georgia Avenue.
Everybody
That
knows.
one.
That one. You know.
That one on Georgia Avenue. Right, there was no question.
Right, because neither one of y'all said, which one?
Which one you talking about? It's a police station. Nobody said nothing. All right, cool. Go ahead.
All right, my bad. Okay, we went way off. Way off.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I say this to you guys. Call it a PSA. Call it what you want. Wherever you live, all 500
Yes, we're
subscribers.
preaching to you.
Yes, wherever you live, your vote matters. Your vote counts, and regardless of where you stand on whatever issue, in this day and age, if you don't vote, nobody gives a fuck about how you feel.
Yeah, this ain't the election.
You can go
we're
on-
electing the president. This is electing the people that affect you more immediate.
Right, and,
more
and,
immediate.
and honestly, on the local level, is way more
Locally.
important. Like we all know what this. We're gonna get to him now. We all know what this mofo is doing on. But the local level is where you can really affect that change. So,
Right.
when it comes to schools, your the funding for your schools, your neighborhoods, all of that stuff, even something as simple as, we were just joking, but even something as simple as getting street lights on your street or having a road paved or whatever. Like, it may not be a big deal, but if it's important to you, what's wrong?
You look at me for street lights.
Oh, I was like, what? But if it's important to you in your neighborhood,
I have street
that's what's. And when these candidates come through and they have forums, the 5 people that show up are going to be the 5 people's voices that they remember. So if it's a room full of people,
They're making the decision for
Absolutely.
the entire
And
community.
Absolutely.
And I've gone to, just what I'm doing now, I've gone to different forums, and there's more candidates and more candidate supporters there than there's people who are non-affiliated voters. And granted, I'm still a voter. However, my objective at that time is to hear from these other candidates,
Right.
but to get my candidates' information out.
Well, that's how I got to be. So when I haven't been as active lately for other reasons, but I don't live anymore. But when I was really, really active in DC politics, I knew the council members. I knew the people on their staff by face. They knew, they may not have knew everything about, but they knew me by face. And I could walk into a room and speak to people, and I could get a conversation or audience with people. And it wasn't because I was no bigwig or any VIP.
Right.
It's because I went to no community meetings. It's because I attended city council hearings. It's because I embedded myself
You
in
made a
the
nuisance of
process.
yourself.
I
You was
did.
everywhere.
I absolutely did, because there was
Here
something
she
going
come
on.
again.
Shut up. And then when election season came around, there people would call me and ask me to actively be involved with certain things and certain candidates. And so I say all that to say it doesn't take a lot. It takes maybe 1 or 2 hours every couple of months of your evening, which I know is hard for everybody, especially if you have kids and stuff. But at the end of the
Don't
day,
give excuses.
the long run.
I still figure out a way to get out.
Okay.
What?
No, but seriously, all jokes aside, and we're gonna end it there. I'm not gonna keep preaching at y'all, but real talk. All right. So speaking of which, let's just jump right into. I personally This was something that Meek wanted to put on the agenda. And I'm not calling you out for that because it needs to be talked about. But the border bullshit. The border bullshit.
Okay, I just want to say it like you had it written down.
Yeah, the border. I have border wall bullshit. That's what I put on the list. Okay. And the reason why is because that whole conversation makes me so fucking angry. Will you say your piece? I'm gonna let you.
You know, honestly, my thought is this. I struggle with immigration laws, honestly, since I was late teens, early 20s, of what to do, how to handle it. And I've been back and forth because I think it does change. Right, your congressman. But part of me believes in closing the borders because I don't believe you can pour from an empty cup. In the sense of, you know, I heard them saying today, you know, we have to help them. They're coming from poor riddle countries. They come from this and this. We still have poor and poverty people in this country. A lot of them are, you know, we have a lot of homeless children in this country.
The government don't even care about them.
If we can find millions and not billions of dollars to help Central America and whatever strife they're going through right now, why can't we find millions and billions of dollars to help the people here? Now I do not agree of putting these people in concentration camps and separating the parents from the children. I think that's absolutely absurd to do. I'm not
it's not new.
Yeah, it's not new. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, some person made a comment of, if you didn't want to be separated with your kids, you should have left them at home. Isn't that still a separation, you dumb twit? But, yeah. I don't believe in that. But I hate the fact that we're targeting brown people. You know, we're targeting Mexicans and people from Ecuador, Central America, whatever case may be.
Well, we have to find the enemy. The terrorism is over.
Right. If you're gonna shut the borders, shut the borders. Leave out Canadians, Mexicans, people from France. Go find Melania's damn parents who've been hiding here since January 2017.
Wow, this is getting personal.
I believe in doing shit across the board. What's good for the goose is fucking good for the gander. Don't sit here and single out.
I can't be mad at it.
Don't sit here and single out. A few years ago, we was singling out Haitians coming over here. We were blowing their damn boats up in the water, but we were taking Cubans. It's like, don't sit here and do that. If you're gonna shut the border, shut the fucking border.
Haitians was going to Cuba. Right. Riding the tire.
Right. So, and the thing that people need to understand, I've said this before and I'll continue to say it, we have more people that come into the country by air. Hello. The majority of than this border situation. Here's my piece. I agree with you. My views on immigration are not black and white. It is for me, a very gray area because it really does, I do have some very complex feelings on it. But what I will say is this. To me, this situation with what's going on the border, that is the difference between a policy and humanity. Mm-hmm. It's just the way you treat people. Mm-hmm. It's just the way you feel that people are. The fact, and somebody compared it to slavery when they did it during slavery.
I have a thought on that.
And I'm going to get you. I saw some memes or whatever where they were comparing it to slavery, saying this is the new with America separating families. All right, that's cool too. But it doesn't make it right. 2018, it doesn't make it right. And to me, you can feel the way you feel about immigration. You can want to close the borders. You can say these people are coming in and all of those different things that you want to cut back on. Fine. But there is a humane way of handling it. And what is going on right now is not humane. And just because he suspended it or whatever, we still have 3,000 kids separated from their parents.
And some parents have been sent back.
And it's interesting that, and this is something that Mika Brinsky brought up, she brings up on Morning Joe and she's tweeted about it. Whenever you see the clips on the news, you never see the infants and you never see the girls. You always see the little boys because they want to put a certain picture out there. They want to connect the boys with MS-13 or the boys with something menacing. That's what you want. They want you to see. We're the little girls and we're the toddlers. We're the infants. And that's the bigger problem. Go ahead.
From what I did a little reading.
I love when you do that research, Face.
I did a little reading.
Yes.
Come to find out, this border situation, border's been jacked up since at least the 70s. 70s, 80s. There hasn't been.
Border's been jacked up since Ellis Island. Hello.
There hasn't been a president.
Since fucking 1700 we got here.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm going as far back as that I've done.
Let him do his research. He did research.
As far back as I've done.
Come on with the research.
As far back as I've done.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a sitting president since that hasn't had to deal with some issue with the Mexican border.
I agree.
Now, all of them, from Reagan, Bush, 1, 2, Obama, everybody had some black eye thrown up on them with the Mexican border.
Absolutely.
Now, what you were saying, the human side of it. Now, here's the go to tell you that as far as the federal government goes, they have no value. They place absolutely no value on Mexico whatsoever.
Until it's time to make an avocado salad, but whatever.
None.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. They act like we don't. They act like we don't import anything from Mexico other than drugs, and we do. But go for it.
I mean, absolutely whatsoever. Because here's the thing: you figure all that time, 40 odd years, we could have figured out something with Mexico.
Well, part of the problem was the United States was in cahoots with bringing the drugs in, and it was cool when they were doing that.
There was value. There's value overseas, and somebody got in the way, so they just bombed the entire country and supposedly freed everybody. We're not gonna free Mexico. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
We can't get nothing from it that we necessarily want besides avocados.
And
that we willing to admit to.
But like I was saying, we could have figured out something in all that time. Better program, better facilities. You got kids wrapped in Jiffy Pop blankets. You got kids Jiffy Pop blankets, and they don't even have the Red Cross cots. They just on the floor. Just straight, not even a futon, just out there.
I'm sorry.
I'm
trying not to laugh. Who said the Jiffy Pop?
I mean, that's what's on the news, right?
The aluminum foil blankets. That
little kids wrapped
ridiculous.
up and all that in this detention facility, which everything the process with the kids' parents and all that. However you want to put it, whatever the law is, there was a better way.
Agreed.
It could have been done, and I don't even think that even came down. Since it's been going on so long, it even comes down from the White House. There's just a regular dude. They got a little bit of influence and power that think this is cool. This is a regular American. Just think about that. The people that worked there that decided this was cool. And now, granted, they ran up on this administration. They ran up the line, and everybody at the top was like, good enough. I mean, whatever. Until people started calling them out about it. I'm just saying all these celebrities, Jim Carrey and a couple others, say, I don't recognize this America. You should.
I'm about to say, I don't know why you don't.
You should. I don't.
Isn't Jim
I don't
Carrey from
understand.
Canada?
I think so.
And it was
not saying it. I'm just Yeah,
but there's a lot.
But that's what people want to act like they're so outraged and like this is some new shit. Whatever.
Only white
people can't be human once you give them a little bit of influence and power or something. Regular people, you just give them something they didn't have before that puts them over somebody else. This is what happens.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
To be politically correct, only non-minorities are shocked by the state that the country is in right now as far as race relations. Because the brown, the black people, we've been dealing with it every day since our inception in this country.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're not shocked.
We didn't kumbaya the last 8 years. We were just like, all right, we'll just wait.
I mean, at the end, but then that's when people get mad at us. Talking about, you're just being so sensitive. No, you're not. No, we're not. This is what we deal with on a daily basis. But this is the shit that we deal with. So when you start talking about putting it on the front, the best thing they could have done is put it on the front page. Because you can't ignore it. And what bothers me the most, what irritates me the most, is the Republican Party, just so many of them falling in line in lockstep and either not saying anything at all or trying to justify that bullshit. There is no again, we're talking about a separation between policy and humanity. Just how you just treat another fucking human being.
The U.S. is in debt.
We've been in debt. We've been in debt since the New Deal when Frederick Douglass. When Franklin Roosevelt. Woo! Where Frederick Douglass come from? Woo!
He was on your black thing.
I was thinking about Ward 8. I was thinking about Ward 8. Okay. Woo! But since Franklin Roosevelt said, okay, we need to go in debt to fix the country, we've been in debt.
This is the best distraction I've ever seen. Anybody got gas recently?
It went back down though. It went up, but it went back down.
Yeah, the OPEC.
Because it went up on some bullshit.
The OPEC news on the news. I think the U.S. borrowed money from somewhere, and
OPEC been fucking with us since the 70s. They just do it.
And it's watch. I'm willing to bet you there's some financial shit that's gonna happen in the next month or so. Behind this, while this is going on, while this is going to end, whatever it is that we're gonna be mad about when it comes out, it happened while this was going on.
I'm still trying to figure out why gas and milk generally run the same price per gallon, and why when one go up, the other one go up.
That's interesting. I never
I'll
paid
go
attention
down,
because
I'll go down.
I don't drink regular milk, so I never pay
My-
attention.
I don't
I
either,
really don't
but-
drink milk, so I don't know.
The people in my home do. So
They really, you don't really should drink.
they're cutting back on yeah,
I'm still growing.
but yeah. So I've always noticed that.
Need my vitamin D.
Get
So
it-
yeah,
get
it's on the
somebody
porch.
else.
It's all right.
Anyway,
What?
Stay
what?
ass on the porch.
Nah.
She said
That's
stay on
outside.
the- What?
In the window? Plus the window limits the gas?
What the fuck she talking
He said he needed vitamin D.
Son, vitamin D.
about? Oh, that's why I said get it. You got to get it somewhere else. Anyway, don't get me started on that. When I was in the hospital, I came to Jesus with my whole milk situation. Anyway, so
I just picture you, Jesus. Look, me and this milk not getting along, son. I need Jesus.
look,
What was that
Help
book?
me.
What was that book? Jesus is me.
are you there? God is me, Margaret. That's good. That was my shit back in the day.
I've never read that damn book.
I must increase my budget.
Is that where that came from?
That's where that came from. That came from that book. Yes. About to look. Oh, you know what though? You should get the book for baby girl because it's about a little girl who comes on her period for the first time and deal with women issues. You should get her that book. It's really a good book.
Well, she's already gone through them already.
I'll
The
do what?
youngest one?
Alright, I get to the youngest one.
But even if
I'm
she's
just messing with
already,
y'all.
I'm about to say, because if she's already had her period, I'm like, God damn. Them
No,
hormones, boy, them hormones.
Yeah, number one, she started on hers.
Really?
Last month, I think.
Oh,
Really?
oh, y'all are getting so old. Oh, anyway, you telling your baby girl business. But yeah.
Don't nobody know her?
All right, so let's go from one bullshit to some more bullshit.
Yay, that's what we do on this show.
Right.
Bullshit to bullshit.
So Roseanne Barr, I haven't seen it yet. It actually it's funny because it actually just popped up on my phone. She did a tearful interview where she says, "I've made some mistakes, but
Like being born? I'm sorry, go ahead.
oh damn." So I haven't seen the interview, so I don't know what else she said, so I can't really speak too much on it. But what I was gonna say is that ABC has decided to do a spinoff called The
Remind
Connors.
me why we mad at her again?
Because she said that
She made a lot of racist
yeah,
jokes.
she made racist comments, specifically to one woman, said she was a cross between
Barack Obama's former
Michelle Obama's.
Valerie Jarrett advisors as one of their advisors.
She said she was a cross between
Planet of the Apes
and
and
something else, like a black,
Right.
like a militant
Yeah.
group or something.
But the thing is this, I tried to give it a chance. I tried to look past the fact that Roseanne Barr was a Trump supporter because I really couldn't wrap my brain around the fact that she was a Trump supporter. But then I remembered that she really was just, I'm not going to say that term, but yeah. But she's a Trump supporter, and if you go through, because I was going to say something that was very offensive and I chose not to do it. But if you, I know, right?
All right.
If you choose to go through her Twitter feed, she had been tweeting out some offensive shit for a minute. Like, it wasn't new. And ABC chose to bring the show back in the midst of it. And I don't know if they sat down and had a conversation with her and was like, look, we need you to chill out on that shit. We're going to go ahead and bring the show back, but we need you to chill out on that shit. I don't know. But the backlash was so severe and so quick that it almost put ABC in a position where it was like they had to do something. But the unfortunate side effect was that it put everybody else out of work who really... Like, it'd be different if it was a group conversation. It was just as Roseanne Barr, but because it's her name on the product. So, Sarah Gilbert, who plays her daughter, was actually she actually was instrumental in bringing the Roseanne Barr show back. So, she got
she was a executive producer.
Right. So, she got with
The one who
ABC.
plays Darlene.
Yeah, the one who plays Darlene. So, she got with the ABC staff and was like, look, how can we keep this and roll it into another story? And so it's going to be called The Connors.
Right.
Roseanne isn't going to have anything to do with it financially or otherwise. Like, she won't be a producer, executive producer, or none of that.
Well, she's out.
She is totally out. So how we feel about it?
Well, so they did pay her the remainder of her contract. So it's not like she.
Well, they
walked
probably
away.
had
This is
to.
probably
Yeah,
in
it's
her
not,
contract.
it's
Yeah,
not
I
like she
mean-
walked away a total loss.
Right.
I'm okay. In all honesty, I actually like the show Roseanne from its
I did
from its
too.
first airing to the recap to the renewal of it.
It was what it was, but I liked it.
I thought the show was funny. I didn't like the fact that they try to make it America's show, like this is a representation of all middle class or working class Americans, because not everybody has such low expectations as the Connors. But I did find the show funny in a sense. I'm interested.
And they were dealing with some real issues, like
Yeah, they were.
Roseanne's character was addicted to opioids.
Yeah.
They were dealing with insurance issues and being able to pick and choose which prescriptions they were going to fill.
Right.
You know,
Darlene moving back home after a divorce from her husband.
Right,
Bringing
losing
kids
her
back
job,
home.
right.
One of her kids were what's the proper term? He was a boy who identified as female.
questioning.
Yeah, he was questioning.
Because I think he was still exploring and questioning. Then you
so
had the DJ married a black girl,
Yes,
so they had their baby, and they were both in the military. So they were dealing with some real life middle class, lower middle class issues.
Right.
You're quiet. How you feel about it, Faith? I don't think you give a fuck.
True. True. But here's how I don't give a fuck about it. It's Roseanne at heart. She's a comedian, right? Mm-hmm. She was just trying, like she was doing, I guess.
So you think it was just a joke and people took it?
I'm not going to go that far. She knew what she was
Right.
doing. Here's the thing. She's not a new comedian that's trying to get her name out there. Everybody knows Roseanne.
Right.
And nobody was, I don't know.
She's so famous, she's just Roseanne. She didn't need a
Right.
name.
Like nobody was surprised about, Trump supporting and all that stuff. There wasn't something new that was going on as the show was being aired. It's like this is not new stuff. It's what she wanted to say. What she wanted to say. I mean, because I don't even think Roseanne is really. I don't think she's really sorry or heard about it. This is what she wanted to say at the time she wanted to say it. She put it on Twitter.
Yeah, because at first
that was her thought.
She was defiant about it in the beginning until it started affecting her money. She was real defiant about that shit. Right. Like it was just a joke. I'm a comedian. Like it was what it was. Like, then she tried to blame the shit on Ambien.
Ambien. They came out real quick.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, they did. They came out real quick with that shit.
And here's the thing about it. Like I heard about it. That's why I should explain it because I forgot about it. It was so inconsequential to me.
Right.
What she had said because it's Roseanne. Like she's a comedian. A stand-up comedian from way back.
I do think this goes back to the conversation we had about us being a little too politically correct.
I kind of lost respect for it with the Ambien thing, and she wanted to apologize. I'm like, son, that's what you wanted to say.
Yeah, own up to what you
said.
said.
I ain't got to like it.
Just
I don't have to like
shit.
it. I don't have to like it.
Just be like it was a joke that I thought it would be funny. Y'all didn't think it was funny. My bad.
I mean, people thought it was funny. She got followed.
Somebody thought it was funny.
A lot of people had to think it was funny.
But here's the thing. Let me go ahead and say this too. If we have any white listeners / followers at this moment, there are certain things that you just cannot do. I don't care how funny you think it is. I don't care. But no blackface. You can't do blackface. In this day and age, there's you cannot. You cannot.
Well, I'm more on words. Like,
but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying. The second thing, ape jokes don't go over well with black folk. You just can't do it.
I mean,
if it's
funny.
Y'all came from monkeys. We don't tolerate that bullshit. We don't.
I mean, it's funny.
But what I'm talking about when you again, some people don't care. Some people don't care.
In context, it'd be funny. That's all I'm saying. In context, like
a black comedian calling a white comedian calling a black person a monkey. That's funny.
I mean, if they,
okay.
I mean, I don't know the whole joke.
Everybody has a different sense of humor, and you're right.
I don't know the whole joke.
You're right.
The joke could be hilarious.
Face is right because you know what? Years ago, we laughed when people made bulldog references to Mike Tyson. And even Dwayne Johnson, he considers himself the silverback. You know what I mean? So I do understand.
What?
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, he calls himself the Great Silverback. You never heard him say that?
I've never heard him say
that. You don't watch wrestling?
I do watch wrestling.
How you miss that?
I don't remember it. I remember The Rock.
He was probably too busy The Rock's on TV.
Woo-hoo. Probably was.
Yeah.
I don't remember no
gray
back.
Fair enough.
I mean, he can gray back me.
Wow. And the next topic is where we're going to next.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I will say this.
If you're in the media business, you're going to do it.
I will say this. I am going to watch.
All that shit, that's you.
I am going to watch the premiere episode of The Connors because I'm interested to see.
What they going to do? Are they going to kill her off? What are they going to do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How is Roseanne out there? Is she in drug rehab? It ended with the last
her being
episode.
on drugs.
Because she gonna be in college like the fifth daughter from Cosby's. Like we see her for like 8 seasons.
But if you watch the first episode,
they weren't gonna have her.
Yeah, if you watch the very first episode of the Cosby Show,
there was no.
He says, "I'm the father of four
kids." Yeah,
he says in the very first episode.
She wasn't even in it. She wasn't gonna be on there.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay.
They're gonna bring it back when all this blows over.
Okay, well let's
Yeah,
jump into a little bit of celebrity news.
Woohoo.
And I'm out.
What? No, you're not. Because
Celebrity
no,
news.
you're out. No. Because here's my question. The story
All right.
is Tisha Martin Campbell. You know who Tisha Martin is?
Yeah.
Gina.
All right, Gina.
Of
Right.
course.
And her husband Dwayne Martin. You know
I
who
had
he
a question
is?
for her, girl. Come on now.
Okay.
Let that be over with.
It is over. They're
Cool.
getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Move back here. Move here. I got you. Never mind. Go ahead. Move here. I got you.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm getting my credit together. We can make this work. We can make this work. Come on, girl.
Get my credit score, boo. For you. For
Look to
you.
a 501 now, girl.
That's
I
what I'm
got
doing for
you.
you, boo. For
I got you.
I just got pre-approved.
Come on, man. I got free
Full
businesses. Come on,
prepaid.
make this
I just
happen.
got pre-approved for that prepaid.
Pre-approved
Put
for that prepaid.
30% interest rate on that shit. Okay. But here's the question: they're in the process of getting divorced, which broke my heart. You just never know what goes on behind
They've
closed
been-
doors.
They've been together for
But yeah,
ever.
they've been 20 years. They've been
Yeah.
together for 20, and I thought they had a really great
Man, I was pissed when they got
relationship. But of course, I don't know them personally, and you just never know. Well, it's starting to get a little ugly.
Right.
Tisha Campbell is accusing Dwayne of hiding money during the marriage. Now, the question isn't about them getting divorced or whatever. The question is about, because remember, Shawnee did that to Shaq. She hid money.
Okay, I need to find what is hiding money.
Or
First of all.
what do they call hiding money?
Because
What do you call
this is
hiding
my
money?
thought. I believe, and I say this as a couple, as a person in a
Like, was it hiding
relationship.
her money? Because I think she was more
Right.
famous than him.
But what a lot of people didn't realize, though, was that Dwayne Martin had a management business and he was
Yeah.
making money outside of that.
Right.
He was making money off his management business.
The issue I had,
athletes and stuff.
the
Yeah.
issue I had
I'm
is
with
this
that.
with women. Women, we all know, we're gonna maybe breaking girl code, I don't know, but a lot of women, we all have that in case of that rainy day, that secret account, that underwear drawer, wherever you put your coins, where you put money inside, and in case he starts to lose his mind and they don't act right, you got this money. And we're all fine with that. We encourage each other to do it. But the minute a man has an account, in case this bitch start tripping, then all of a sudden,
This bitch start tripping.
now
I'm just need
it's
you to put a comment there when you say it. Like, in case this bitch start tripping. I'm sorry. If he gonna do it, do it right.
I mean,
so it's
so you feel like it's a situation of what's good for the goose is good for the gander?
and I believe across the board. If he had in every relationship there should be yours, mine, and ours.
Okay.
So unless he's going into her account where she's earned money that she's worked hard for, taking
Right.
out, put to his
that's
individual
stealing.
account, that's stealing. That's the difference. But if he earns $1 million from some of his management company for that year, and he decided to take
Put
250 out,
Put 500,000 to the side.
yeah, that's his choice to do. As a human being, he has the right to do that.
I don't disagree with that, but when it comes time for the divorce, you have to declare all of the income. Because the two lawyers have to figure out and make a decision on who gets what. So you can't have a secret account that you don't tell nobody about.
But
And that's what she's saying.
And I find
She's
fault with
saying that
that.
he's not telling everything that's going on
If
as
she-
far as the divorce is concerned.
So if he goes to her underwear drawer and he found $1,000 in her underwear drawer, does that go on the divorce table?
it could
From
possibly, yeah.
what I understand from people that went through divorce, yeah.
Yeah, it could possibly, yeah.
No, okay,
Everything goes in.
legally I know that it can. But what I'm saying is, in their instance, is she free to? Is she willing to do that? Again, I think that law.
Well, the
is
thing
flawed.
is this. I think she's probably seeking some sort of spousal support from him. And the spousal support is going to be based on what he makes and what he has.
Right.
So if he's hiding money, assets, whatever, then the support is going to be less.
And I understand. What I'm saying is, I think for me, the law within itself.
And
is
remember,
flawed.
they just came out. They had to
So-
file bankruptcy
Is this
a couple of years back.
Is this news?
So,
Is this news because it's celebrities or I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out
well,
why
the
this is
question
news.
I'm asking, the
I'm
celebrity.
I'm trying to figure out why I care.
Well, it's not about what you can. The question I'm asking you is, do you think that, like, what Mika's saying is that she feels like it's all fair, love, and war? Like, she's cool with that. I'm saying, in a divorce, do you think that I take the celebrity out of it. I'm just talking about the fact of hiding the money, the assets. Like, do you think that, I get the whole rainy day account, but when it comes down to sitting down with lawyers and splitting it all up, do you feel as though that is something that should have been shared?
I mean, look here. Apparently he need to figure out where he should have put his money. Because the place you can put your money doesn't matter if you got divorced or not. It's yours. But from what I understand of the divorce proceedings from people that gone through a divorce, and everything. Like, if you're the guy in the divorce, you're clearly at a disadvantage unless the wife make way more money than you. Like, it is. I mean, that's just the way the system is written. It's not saying it is right or wrong. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying it's the woman's fault. That's just how it's written. And that's how the lawyers treat it.
Because we went through
So
something very
it's kind of
similar.
like,
And it also depends on state to state. Remember, California,
So where do they
everything
live
is
at?
split.
because it's like once divorce happens,
In California, no matter what, it is, unless there's a prenup, in California it is split, huh? Just a little bit, but I'm
it's
drinking
like once
too,
the
so.
dude.
Excuse me.
And plus, I found out a lot of times once everything becomes different once the divorce happens. Once upon a time, he was okay. Now you're a piece of shit. You're getting divorced.
Well, yeah, I mean, divorce. Well,
everything's
you
equal.
already. I mean, that's just like in a relationship breakup. Motherfuckers be arguing over a CD that ain't nobody listened to in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? That's my CD. No, it's not. I bought it. Remember, I was at the Wiz, but it opened up. You know what I mean? Like you arguing over
I
shit.
was at the Wiz.
That's right. I was
Opened
at the
up.
Wiz.
God.
Yes.
Damn it, I'm not that old.
Yes, you are. Nobody beats
You got
the Wiz.
nobody beats the Wiz.
Don't.
Remember?
Oh, you dreaded
You
out.
remember getting that out? You remember getting your outfit from Cavalier for the party with the party shirt? Yup, the rayon
The
joint.
rayon polka dot joint.
There you go. Look like Kwame.
I hate polka dots.
The rayon with the big
Only
polka dots.
you. I love polka dots. You know what I used to rock? Oh shit. What's the shit that the Paisley is the one that Prince used to wear all the time? Yeah, I used to rock that all the time. Paisley print.
Yeah. Remember?
I went through that whole.
You iron rayon on low heat.
Yeah, you don't. You go fucking.
You better
Low
put a
heat.
towel over it.
Low heat.
Remember, you would get
and
the
keep- and
if you
keep
put
it
too much
moving.
starch on it, you get the flakes and shit.
Right.
Keep it moving. Don't stop. Don't do the steam surge.
Right, no, don't do
Ain't
that.
No creases. You
No,
gotta,
no.
Got
Remember
the
getting the
iron imprint on that.
and then
bitch.
you would get your Prince shirt from Up Against the Wall. That was just summer gear right
Oh,
there.
how about DC natives and
Ford Dude shoe store.
no Madness.
Madness. I knew you was gonna say Madness. I knew you was gonna say
Madness.
Madness. Yo, my Madness hat was the shiznits.
I dated a guy who had a Madness hat. He wanted me to wear it because it had his name on it.
Yo,
Had that shit for the weekend. Here you go, dude. I can't do it.
really? You didn't wear this hat?
Because it had his name
Because
on
it had
it.
his name on it. Fuck you.
I will not be labeled by you.
You're not fucking your territory.
Well, that's what he was doing. Yeah, Madness was the shit back in the day. Anyway, all right, here we go again.
I know.
But yeah,
That's why y'all love us.
I wasn't looking at it from a celebrity piece. I was just looking at it more from the.
No, I
do
get it.
you
It's
think
just, you know.
that's? And I mean, I hear what Mika's saying. Mika's like, hell no, like we just stick to the big shit. But the
But I'm
little
curious
side
about- I'm
stuff
curious
is
about,
not a
like,
big
how-
deal. You know,
how-
it's like it's a
I'm
big
curious
deal.
about how divorce all came, like, how it all broke down.
How
came
divorce
about.
broke down.
Like, how the relationship broke down. I'm sorry.
Their relationship or just in general?
That's it. Like, it's in general, like, how it breaks down and gets to a point where.
I would never understand how it gets to a point where.
You really fighting over, like,
Minimal
little
shit.
stuff. Like, minimal
I really
stuff.
don't. I
And it
would
gets-
never
and it gets
understand.
here.
And I mean, I guess that's because I've never had a bad breakup. I've had
'Cause-
breakups where I hated that
because here's the
motherfucker,
thing,
but I've
you
never
get-
had
you
a
get a
bad
divorce.
breakup. Like,
You're getting divorced because you don't want nothing else to do with that person.
But you want everything they own.
But then it's like.
but that's the
And you
but that's the
extend-
part of
and
you
you
still
would-
care though.
And you extend
Yes.
the drama on just to, like
because
have
you
to get
really
around
still
and
care
extend
about the
drama on.
person.
It's
You
like-
don't know where to put those feelings because you really you can't turn love off overnight just because they piss you off or you're ready for it. You can't turn it off overnight. So for example, all right, the other thing we have on the list, Mary J. Blige's divorce is finally final. Thank you. Congrats to you, Mary.
Ooh, that
She
album's
got
gonna be a beast.
Well, have you heard her last album? Her last album was pretty. Like Kendu was like, would get his feelings when she would perform music off that last album because it was about him.
Isn't he trying to get a silence order on her or something?
Yeah. Wow,
He,
wow.
he asked her to stop using his name or whatever. No, that was Tamar and
It's a
Vince.
lyric. It's a
Vince
lyric.
called Tamar and asked her to stop.
It's a lyric. Stop
using
playing.
his name or whatever.
But if I'm saying you the motherfucker that broke my heart, it don't necessarily means you. I mean,
well, I
Who
mean,
else
if
is
you going through a
I bet you
divorce,
think the song is about you. How that song goes?
I mean, she ain't saying about Casey no more. Like we know she talking about Kendu.
Oh,
bitch
and
ass.
what else happened? Rudy's husband, I think.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
Rudy-
Keisha Knight pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay, so
that
y'all don't,
that was
okay.
some real
The side chick
bullshit.
pregnant.
But
The
no,
side chick pregnant, right?
but hold up though.
Uh-uh.
Back it up.
Back it on up now.
Alright.
Back it on up. Hey.
Back on up, bam,
So
bam.
what had happened was,
Back on
if my sources are to be believed,
It wasn't
Sources.
Facebook, was it?
I'm about to say it was just
no, but
wasn't Twitter.
so okay, so
And speaking of sources, by
Ed
the
Har-
way, stop resharing and retweeting Photoshop information because it's pictures. The only people winning on social media right now is Adobe Photoshop because y'all are liking and resharing shit that's been dark.
I ain't gonna lie, I got caught up. I
Like
retweeted
it's
something one
facts.
time. It was I had to go back
Nigga,
and
look it up first before you
I'm
decide
done
to
it
post that
before. I
shit.
learned my lesson the hard way.
If we checking records,
Especially if it's political. God damn it.
okay. Now for me, if we
And you
checking
can't put a
records,
document on Facebook. It's always a picture.
Ruby D has
Dumbass.
been dead for a minute. Please stop
Lena
R.
Horne.
Please stop R.
Please stop R.I.P. and Lena Horne.
Her husband Ozzie Davis died before she did. Lena Horne is dead. Prince is dead. Stop coming back with this whole, oh my gosh, I can't believe they died R.I.P. Please, before
Check
you
the date.
repost,
Just check the date.
Google their name.
Yeah.
Because more than likely, they probably died 6 years ago.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Okay,
But
go ahead.
back to Keisha Knight Pulliam, Lil Rudy,
I'm sorry.
and her
It's all right.
future ex-husband, Ed Hartwell. So, Ed Hartwell, for those who know, was married to Lisa Wu Hartwell from Housewives of Atlanta.
Right, the first season.
First season. They divorced.
I'm so behind.
After they divorced, he started.
I don't give a fuck. It's strong.
Well, he started dating somebody, and he met Lil Rudy at a New Year's Eve party. He was there with his girlfriend when they met, and I believe another one was engaged. They met and got married 3 days later, I believe it was, or 2 days later when he married Lil Rudy. So the chick that's supposed to be pregnant by him now is the fiance that he had when she met him.
Oh, so she was banging her the whole time anyway.
Okay, but my thing is, first of all, ladies, one, this ain't 1912. We don't need to have a man to eat. Don't meet a man on Thursday and marry him on Saturday because
My
that's
husband has a
what you
girlfriend.
did. And if he's there with somebody,
What's that show?
move on.
What's that show? Something our husband is cheating on us, or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
husband is cheating on us. Is that the
Oh,
show?
yeah.
I haven't watched it. I just saw the whatever on
So-
TV. I was like, that's real. That's what y'all going now.
Now the issue at hand is,
But that's
when
a play, though.
When Ed and Keisha
Okay,
got
is
married,
it?
yeah, it's
It's a reality show about a
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
So
Genuine, it's my
so the
opinion.
sad chick thing has gone to a whole nother level. I like
So
it.
so what you're saying is when Rudy met
I should be 25
Ed,
now.
he was with his girlfriend and Rudy was the side chick?
She wasn't like the side chick per se. They all at a New Year's Eve party
Nah.
together.
He
and
was
when
with-
she met
he
him at
was
the
with
party,
a
he
chick.
was with a woman he was in a relationship with, and I believe he was engaged to a woman he was with. By the time when they say it ain't who you come with, it's who you leave with, he left the
Right.
party with Rudy.
Junior high school
And
prom.
3 days later, they got married. And then a few months later, she was pregnant, or whatever time frame that she found she was pregnant.
Yeah, I know the whole thing went real quick.
So it's
Yeah.
like you can't sit here and be mad at him. He's the same motherfucker he was when you met him. What 5 heartbeats? You the same motherfucker you was when we were kids.
Nigga.
So you can't sit here and be mad.
Same selfish motherfucker.
He's the same. She can't necessarily be mad at Ed Hartwell because he is who he is when you met him.
Well, what tickled me?
How you
was
get him
it-
is
was-
how you lose him.
Was the outrage in the comments? Because I'm like, y'all. I mean, I haven't followed this from the beginning. I saw the headline and found out they were already going through this, and it was kind of like, I don't understand what he was. I mean, what are you mad about? I don't
Well, my
understand.
thing is this. Okay, so this is my thing right here. This is how I feel about the
You and
situation.
your outrage.
You,
Shh.
but my piece about we're gonna talk about the Rudy thing. My thing is this: I get that, but he left with her. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, they got married, and at the
Men
end
did
of the
not
day,
bring
had a
the side
baby
chicks.
together. So my thing is, you made a decision, and then I don't know if you regretted the decision or Rudy started tripping. Like I don't know what happened behind closed doors, but the whole thing went real quick. It went real quick. And now they're dealing with this divorce and they're fighting over custody, and that it's just I don't know, it's just crazy.
And I think she's mad because he told her. So his thing is when they came into the marriage, because he already has one child by his first wife Lisa, or his previous wife Lisa.
Right.
And when he married Keisha, he told her that he did not want any more kids at that time. 2 months later, she 4 months pregnant. I'm sorry, but just joking. But
2 months later, she 4 months pregnant.
them just jokes, y'all.
These just jokes. These just
If
jokes.
it's any dudes listening to this, they did not find that shit funny. Because they done wrapped up in some horse shit before.
But
I'm with you fellas.
soon
Don't
after,
laugh.
Soon after they got married,
Wait, still subscribe and follow though. You ain't
Right.
gotta laugh at that though. I'm just saying.
soon as they got married, soon after they got married, found out that they were having a baby. And he was upset behind that because he said he told her.
Why?
But then you
nutted
But then you fast forward a year later.
In her, not the face, not the belly, nothing. You just.
This is how I feel about it. Okay, again.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
But a year later, year and a half later, from what happened when they had their child, she got pregnant. The recycled boo. Cause she done came back around. Your recycled.
She never went nowhere.
Right, she ain't never going nowhere.
Well, on paper,
She was up in the cut waiting for her turn.
with a hidden side
He was probably
check.
saving her money. Go ahead. What?
She's pregnant.
Whose money? Her Cosby checks?
Yeah.
This my Rudy's money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
She so now the side chick is pregnant, and he's happy about it. He's Instagramming, Facebook.
Right, because he likes her.
And so now Keisha's mad because it's like, I was your wife when I had your child. You did everything you can to dampen that situation, and now you're having a child by this
Right.
woman, and you're happy about it. But
Correct, because he liked her.
That's who he wanted
liked
to be
you.
with. That's who
Love
he
ain't
wanted to
nothing
be with.
Love ain't nothing to do with it.
Maybe he got
liked-
caught up in the whole Rudy thing. Like, I don't
Look,
know.
let
But
me
that's
tell-
who he wanted to be with all along.
Let me tell
was
y'all-
the side chick.
Any woman that's listening to our podcast, probably all women.
Don't
for the
do
most
that.
part.
We have male followers.
For the most part. Let me
I
tell you
can
something.
name you like 5 or 6 now.
Let me tell you something. Ladies, in a relationship, even if you married,
I'm trying to
nervous
I'm trying to do it.
what?
Go ahead. Go.
As soon as your man stops liking you, your relationship is in deep shit. Period. That is a fact. Be his girlfriend.
Did he?
–
Always.
Fuck that. Don't mean nothing to him.
I'm
Wait
just
a minute.
saying,
Wait a minute. Hold up. Did you just
from a
say?
dude's sta- from a dude's
Did
point of
you
view.
just say?
Yeah.
The minute he stops liking you, your relationship is in trouble.
Yeah.
That's common fucking sense.
To who?
Everybody.
Apparently not. Have you
No,
seen
no,
the rest of the
hold
post
on.
right now? Have you seen the
No.
post?
I mean,
No.
no, the problem is men aren't honest. When, like, for example,
Yeah,
like
what?
this, no, like this Ed situation.
Who?
Like this situation with Ed and
Little
Rudy.
Rudy
I don't even
and
know this nigga.
Based on what we know.
He's
Let's
not
just,
ineffective.
let's preface by saying this, based on what we know.
Or you, whatever.
He wasn't honest with Rudy off the break, because if he was, then that just would have been a one night stand booty call. I got caught up in the moment, and I'm going back to the girl I really want to be
You
with.
somebody
But
bother
instead,
with
you
the
stayed.
The
You
same chicks around?
because here's the thing: he's not saying that she got him drunk or high and made him marry her. You willingly married this woman, so you were lying from the jump, because you don't go from being so in love with somebody that you want to marry them to hating them in 6 months.
So
I don't care.
Honestly-
Lord forbid little Rudy ignored the whole game that was being played.
You know what? Okay.
Lord forbid.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you what I think.
No, he married her, so at some point he lied to her about
No,
something.
this is the thing. I think what happened was they met New Year's Eve. Honestly, look it up, because I think they met New Year's Eve and they got married New Year's Day.
It don't matter.
I think it's like a little. No,
I know it was quicker than that damn quick.
Look it up. It's like a
no
3 day.
way.
I think they waited for the ink to dry on the license and got married, or the shit was drying while they were saying
There's
I
no
do.
way that relationship should even happen.
I think what happened was it probably one of them rediscovery virginity type of things. But she's like, I'm not gonna have sex till I get married. And he like, okay, cool, I'll run along with it. Because they met at New Year's Eve party.
I bet you smashed before that.
Yeah, they did. I believe.
He had to.
I don't know that to be. I don't know that to be
give a
sure.
fuck.
I don't know that to be sure. All right, look, we're getting all into their business. I'd like to keep it general because I don't know their situation. But what I will say is this: you meet a man and he's with
Right.
a woman.
Now I'm evil.
No,
I'm
you
evil.
meet.
I'm
No, I'm
evil
saying
right
you
now.
meet a
I'm
man.
telling you the truth.
You meet a man
Look,
and he's
she-
with a
She can get
woman.
this thought out. All right, go ahead. And he's with
shit
me.
out of him
I know.
in like
4.
4.
It's on video. I'm gonna wait 30 years later when we get famous to sue.
Right.
30?
Right.
Did he say 5?
So what I'm saying is this:
She hit me.
I done lost the fucking thought.
Me too.
But while she rethinking, I want to say this.
It's empty.
I want to say this.
I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say now.
Stop.
But it was deep. It was a deep thought. Very profound. It was gonna solve the whole man versus woman issue.
There is no.
Look, back to what you said, Face. I will say this. Women, we see relationship is over, but a lot of times women will stay on until
Yeah,
we're not gonna let go of one cliff until we find the next one to grab onto. So a lot of times
women hold on too long.
Sometimes women will hold on because I'm waiting for my next, my greater, my better.
But I also feel like men, a lot of times men are not honest about where they truly are in the situation. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. I have been a victim. Women, I've been a victim of it. Now, don't get me wrong. Women sometimes hear what they want to hear too. But for example, if you say to me, "Look, I ain't really trying to have nothing serious. You know, I ain't looking for a relationship. You know, I'm just enjoying the time. You know, getting to know other people. But every day you ring in my line." Right. Then your actions are telling me something different than what your words are saying. And if I really want to be with you and I really like you, of course I'm going to hold on to that versus that. I want to have sex with you on a continual basis. But that's cool. But then don't ask me to go to the movies. Then just come over and just hit me up at 10 o'clock. I'm not. That's what. Don't call me to go to dinner. No, but see, that's where you blur the line. If all it is sex, I said what I said. No, see that's what it was. That's where the breakdown is between men and women. You changed. No. It's what you thought it was. No. If it's just more into it than no, Faith. If it is just sex, don't ask me to go to the movies. Don't ask me to go to dinner. We ain't pre-gaming. You just coming over. We gonna get it done, and you're going the fuck home. No. Never had that conversation. I've said that. Yo, look, I ain't whatever. Oh, okay. Never had the. All right, cool. But then, don't call me. Then tell them.
But when you call her,
because when I
answer, don't sit back and blow up her spot. Don't come past her house. Don't do that.
That's too far. Can I have my beer back now?
Well, that's entirely too far.
No, it's not.
That's what square ass niggas.
Again, but see,
no. This is the shit.
But this is the shit that men do.
No, it is not.
No, you don't do it.
Y'all want the benefit. Men want the benefit of a relationship without being in one.
Here's the thing. Face. Listen, we about to go way off on something different. Listen to what I'm saying to you, Face. You are making this about what you do and how when you were dating.
Married.
Listen, I said when you were dating. You're making this about what you did. I'm telling you, as a woman who dates men, I'm the only one on this panel that's fucking single, and I still deal with men or boys. I'm telling you what I know. You're saying what you did when you were out there. But what I'm saying to you, what?
Go ahead. I want you to do your thought again. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying to you is this. If you tell a woman, look, I like you, but I'm really not looking for nothing. I just enjoy having sex with you. Then keep it in that pocket. If you're saying, look, I like you, I'm interested in dating you, but I'm dating other people, then keep it in that pocket. But the two are not the same, and they're not mutually exclusive. If we're dating, we're dating. What?
Did I actually still say that?
Actually say what?
What you just said.
Yeah, because I ask. I don't assume shit.
Right.
So if I ask him, like, look, what's the deal? What are we doing here? What is this? And you say to me, I'm interested in getting to know you. I'm interested in continuing this in the direction that we're going as far as dating and stuff. Then cool. That is the direction that I expect us to go in. But if you say to me, look, I'm really not looking for nothing right now. I ain't really trying to get into nothing. Then what you're telling me is you're looking for some booty. And I will make the decision at that point whether I'm going to participate in that. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying to you is if you tell me I'm not interested, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm not trying to date, then you keep it in that pocket. Don't call me to go see The Incredibles. Don't call me to meet you for drinks. Don't call me. You understand? Call me when you're ready to come over. And then when we are done, you will promptly leave.
All right. Everybody comment on how y'all roll. How many of y'all roll like Classic does? I bet it's a short list.
The problem is, I agree with Classic. The problem is when it comes to the dating scene, people aren't honest. And when you do have the few people who are honest with you, people can't accept it. If the problem is this.
See, I give guys what they give me.
Let me finish. The problem is this. A lot of men don't want to accept that women are sexual beings. We live through our sexuality. We can hit it and quit it just as quick, just as bad, just as well, if not better than a lot of men do it. And we don't want to cuddle. We don't want flowers. We don't want candy. Don't want your time. Don't want you with my house eating my food. Like she said, get what you came to get. Let me get mine and go home because guess what?
You can't even take a shower. Go home.
No.
What is that?
Because a lot of times if you tell a man that, he can hold in his sensitive ass egotistical feelings.
Ooh, what man?
A lot of men.
Men other than you.
That is horseshit. That is pure horseshit.
No, it's not. You have friends. Well, hold up. Some of your boys are like that. And I ain't gonna call no names, but I'm not calling no names, but some of your boys are like that.
Nigga.
Nigga.
What? Far as what y'all talking about?
We'll have that conversation off
Yeah,
camera.
we not getting into no names.
Hey,
But what I'm
go
saying,
ahead.
no, we not getting into no names. But what I'm
This
saying
doesn't-
is, there's some of your boys blur lines. It's just about
Everyone-
it's just Robin Thicke. We blurring lines.
Everyone want to fight. I'm like, who? Why?
We don't know why.
That didn't make
Ooh,
sense.
Robin Thicke was the daddy. No, Alan Thicke was the
Alan,
daddy. Right.
yeah, Alan
Okay.
Fitzpatrick, yeah.
We
Like,
just
look at
it's
y'all
blurred
people-
lines.
A lot of men, most men, if a woman, if you got this bad, whatever y'all into
How
the
did
bad.
we get off on this topic? I don't know how we got
Wait
here.
a minute, if y'all got this bad chick and all she want to do is screw, y'all in the beginning, y'all are happy. The average man is happy. But the minute she kick you out her bed and then you see her walking on the street with another dude,
It's a problem.
What?
y'all done.
Y'all want a
Y'all are
relationship.
done.
You don't see. That's what I'm.
You think
I
it's
need
like
you
a
to.
relationship?
I need you to stop. No, what I need you to do is to stop thinking about you, because
It ain't about me.
It
You
is
think
because
not-
you're a different kind
not
of
about-
dude.
I am not
But
different.
you're thinking in the term. No,
I'm telling you what I'm dealing
You
with.
are.
I'm telling you, there's some bitch ass motherfuckers out there that are dating, and
Why?
that is the
What-
shit
what
they
the
do.
fuck is wrong? Like,
Okay.
when did this happen?
It's been going on for a while. I remember one time.
When did this happen?
No, I remember one time I was in the club.
Motherfuckers,
No.
what are y'all doing?
Hold up. No.
What is wrong with y'all? I'm pleading with you.
Face.
Stop it.
No. One time I was in the club.
Do dudes
years
not
ago.
exist anymore?
No, first- no,
man, I'm tired of this metrosexual. The horse shit that y'all got them talking like this here. It's not supposed to be all fun. Y'all fucking up the fun.
Yes, they are. Yes, y'all.
I don't know what is wrong with y'all.
What?
Jesus Christ. Class should be
Jesus
having
ain't
way
got
more
nothing to do
fun.
with this. Jesus
Class
ain't
should be
got
having.
nothing
Alright,
Oh,
I'm
classic
should be
has
having way
fun.
more fun. All this frustration should be non-existent.
Classic has
But the
fun.
problem
I'm
is,
just- I'm not-
you know why it's
You
always
got
Big girls
Classic.
represent. Hey, big girls
You got
represent.
contest what I'm saying.
Huh?
You ain't got to do all that. You got to contest what I'm saying. You have like single women should have way more fun these days. I swear.
Okay, men, stop posting up in front of the women's bathroom in the club.
Wait, that's the thing.
Yes.
It's been so long since I've been to a club, I couldn't tell you.
That's the thing. Why?
I remember been to a strip club a couple, but
I don't know.
you know what? That's the last couple times I've been to the club. It's been a strip club. Is that a problem?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No,
What?
yes.
No.
Like I haven't been to like
Wait,
a club. I've
was-
done a happy
hold on,
hour
hold
and
on.
stuff, but I haven't been to like a
Was
club in a long
Was it
time.
a date?
One time it was.
No. That's fair enough. Whatever.
Okay.
I
So,
don't understand your struggle.
You should take Angry Man to the strip club.
no.
No? Oh.
I would beat a bitch down.
See, why?
Because I'm going to be honest
I don't
with you.
understand.
I don't
It's
understand
anger.
that.
No,
Why?
honestly-
Well, you don't understand. Wait a minute, hold on. We don't have enough time in the day to figure out her anger. Now, we're not going down
I
that
said
road.
this anger.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
because-
going to say
okay,
her
for me-
anger.
now,
I understand this anger.
Ooh, I need a whole silver jack for that one.
Honestly,
We can move this in my house. Pause.
No.
Pause. Get out of my house. We can finish this
Or
up.
mine.
We can finish this
Ooh.
up. Sweat.
so my thought is this, and I applaud people who do. I honestly don't have a problem with people who do it. You want to go as a couple to strip club? I do not
Clearly,
have a
else we wouldn't
problem
be
with
here.
that. I don't.
Thank you for inviting us to your
Thank you.
house.
I'm about to say thank you for appreciating the fact that we like going to the strip club. I mean, not together.
I honestly don't have a
Start
problem
that
with it.
wrong.
If couples,
Right. We do a
if couples
podcast
do
on
it,
it.
but I know
We won't be at a
me.
video though. Just straight audio.
Right. Me as an individual in a in a part of being in a relationship as a couple, I would never ever in my life go with now if my husband wants to go with his friends, I don't have a problem with that. But
Okay.
me and my husband will strip club together, that shit will never fucking happen.
Okay, why though?
Why though?
Because I don't need to see some stank child. Because it do smell in there. I've been to strip club, it does smell in there. I don't need some.
I'm about to say, what you went to the ones with the bullet holes?
They probably.
What's the one that used to be over on New York Avenue? What was that
So
joint?
which one?
No,
Black
Stardust.
something.
That's it.
Stardust.
That's when you was
okay.
hanging out.
No, that was
Then it was the penthouse over on Georgia Avenue.
That was
Well, Penthouse was actually.
Wet, I actually kind of like Wet was
Penthouse
cool.
Penthouse was upper scale.
Yeah, Wet was cool. Did you ever go to Wet?
Y'all really go to
In
strip
Southwest?
club?
Wet
Strip club
was cool.
critiques.
Or wait, would you go to Fox's Playground?
Then
I was
Fox's
in- I was in
Playground.
Maryland. I've been to a couple in Maryland, some in Maryland.
Okay, so
Alright,
you would
we
have
went
a
to lap dance.
you would have a problem. So like you wouldn't buy Angry Man a lap dance?
No. the fuck-
See, I
Stardust.
would.
Stardust was right.
I
What the fuck would
would.
I- what
Was
the
on
fuck-
450.
Because I don't get any pleasure, enjoyment out of watching some woman make my husband excited.
Really?
No.
Man,
whatsoever.
that is
But
the
it's not-
best.
Because what does that do for me?
Okay, but he's getting a lap dance. Why are you involved?
Well, why would I get enjoyment out of watching somebody else please
Get
him?
a drink.
No, ain't that much.
They got some good wings.
I'm sure they do.
Nigga,
that
The wings at Stadium are so
The
good.
wings are always good.
Yes.
That's not me. That's for me because for me
The wings at Stadium not good. Tell me the wings not good at Stadium.
All right, though, they are delicious.
Thank you.
For me, and I'm not comparing necessarily the two, but for me,
And that's cool because that's what makes the world go
because
round.
I don't. For me, buying my husband a lap dance is almost right up there with me buying my husband a prostitute getting a blowjob.
That is not even.
That is not
that
even
ain't
close
supposed
to the same thing.
Coming from a guy, that ain't even close to be the same thing.
no,
That ain't even close to be the
because
same thing.
I'm not saying your experience. I'm saying for me, watching
The way you feel
No, no,
about
yes,
it. Okay, I can
watching
respect it.
somebody
The way
else.
it makes her,
Yes.
I can respect that. That's
So
her feeling. That's how she feels. I can
Watching
respect
my,
So
watch-
for the-
again, I'm paying for another woman
So the
to give my
last
husband some type of pleasure.
15 minutes
I'm
with my
not-
feelings.
So if I decided to
Nothing
do a
about
girls' night,
facts.
you wouldn't want to roll to the strip club and like have fun at the
I
strip.
would go.
So you would do that if it was just us, but you wouldn't go.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go with Angry Man.
No.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I see what you're saying.
Like
Okay.
I said,
How do you?
But
feel?
I said from the beginning.
Why?
I said from the beginning. If he got it with his friends or whatever and went bachelor party,
And I definitely don't have a
I have
problem
no
with that.
problem
Like I don't
with
care
that.
about none of that.
Jack
I have no
Daniels.
problem.
Jack Daniels is still with us. The sponsor. I'm claiming it. I'm sorry.
We just don't have a bottle today.
I don't have.
We just don't have about red cup in it.
I don't have a problem with that.
A teacup.
I don't have a problem with that, but I just
Okay,
don't.
that's cool. So would you have a problem if your wife going to doing a male thing?
And that's the
A male
thing.
strip club?
What would you go
Of
with
course
her?
you don't care.
Would you go with her?
Yeah. If she want me to go.
No, would you go with? And see, and
He just said yeah.
No, because that's a catchy thing with men. Men will say yes if she wants me to go, but
I'm not going to cheat out with her friends. I'm not going to pop up at the joint.
I'm not saying pop up.
Go
What
for
I'm
a
saying,
spot.
what I'm
Right.
saying is, women. The new trend seems to be now. A lot of women will come up and say, "Hey, I got $100 in ones for my husband. I'm taking him to a strip club to see women. I'm gonna buy him a lap dance."
All right.
Okay.
You asking
Right.
what I pay for a lap dance.
But would you get $100 in ones for your wife, take her to the club, and pay for a lap dance for her from a male, and sit there and watch it
Yeah.
without her having to ask? This is what you want to do for her.
He said yeah.
Okay.
Again, it's different. I
If
mean,
we
different
go,
strokes for
we
different
go.
folks, and that's what makes the
Hey,
world go
we went
round.
to-
I find that it
if
just surprised me that
look,
you would have a problem with it.
If
It
I
surprised
know,
me.
I mean, it's not like in your scenario. It's not like it's a surprise. Ta-da! And there's male strippers. It's this is where we're going, and we're going to see male
Yeah,
strippers.
definitely
And I
not
want you to
as
go.
What I'm
Bet.
saying is,
My whole thing is all right. Cool. Have fun. Nigga, don't embarrass me.
but that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right,
But that's
right.
what I'm saying.
Don't be lame. Basically, don't embarrass me means don't be lame.
But that's it. The difference
Have a
is
good ass time. Let's do
women.
this shit.
I
We gonna do
know
it.
women who look forward to it, who surprise their husband his birthday celebrations at the strip club because she wants to pay for him. That's this. But men always add the tagline if that's what she wants me to do. But it wouldn't be a forethought of yours to surprise her if that's what she likes to do it for her and go with her. That was the difference I was trying to
Oh,
discuss.
but I take
I
her to the
see.
one just to take her to one.
Yes.
Yeah. But listen, she not into that shit.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying. You know.
If she was into it, look, at this point in marriage, whatever your single is into, you gotta be into it too, nigga. You just figure the shit out. You might as well.
You don't agree with that?
No.
You might as well.
Well, as someone who's not married, I'm interested.
Oh,
what
at
do you
least
mean, what do you mean
accept
by
the
that?
shit.
What do you mean you don't have to agree
At
with
least
it?
accept it.
Again, I believe in yours, mine, and ours. I do believe in accepting it. I believe that.
Accept the shit.
I believe
Fuck
in
it.
not even just marriage and starting a relationship. If it goes to marriage, that's where it goes.
And you
If
never know
have
what
somebody-
debauchery can lead to for
if you
yourself.
accept people for who you are, not for what you can make them out to be. And I think that's a difference.
Thank you.
Accepting. When I met my husband, we were 16 years old, and he was playing basketball on a basketball court. Damn near 30 years later,
You have a song about this?
he still
It was a
plays.
video. It was a video,
Video
with
with
it,
it
so,
too and
yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool.
He still plays basketball. He doesn't play as much as he used to, but he still plays
Them
basketball.
knees, son. Them knees.
The knees, son.
Knees. Woo.
Old age, son.
But I honestly don't. And I've had people who tell me, "Oh, he's married. He got kids. He should let your husband." First of all, my husband's a grown ass man. I don't let him do anything. Now he do what the hell he want to do, but
Does Mike still get carded? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say his name. Does he still get carded?
some places yes he does.
Because he looks like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You look like a cougar sometime with him. Yeah.
The fuck? Hold on.
Wow.
Hey!
I didn't Peanuts, that came out all
It's the
wrong.
funniest shit.
That came
of
out.
this entire podcast.
Woo! Blame it on the Jack. I'm blaming that on Jack.
You
My
should
bad. I
name-
ain't mean it like that. I
This
ain't mean
is
it
the
like
name
that.
of this podcast. You a cougar.
Right, the cougar in the house.
You a goddamn cougar.
We've got a name, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Let me, you know, I forget. Let me type it.
Cougar
You're
in
a
the house.
cougar. You're a cougar.
You're a cougar.
You're a cougar.
But I do believe in yours, mine, and ours. I truly believe that a lot of times marriages get stale because, first of all, let me tell you something. He does not complete me. Fuck what you heard. He does not complete me. It ain't happening. You want completion? Go find Jerry Maguire.
You cannot negate that entire movie.
You want completion? Go find Jerry Maguire.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Cooper Gooding was in that.
That's one of my
Cooper
favorite movies.
Cooper Gooding Jr. and Regina King's characters had a better relationship than
That
Tom
was the
Cruise
point
and
of the
Renee
movie.
Zellweger.
I think it's funny he couldn't get a tear out the entire hour and a
Y'all know
half.
my favorite part in that movie.
Which is
The human brain weighs 8.
Oh, hell, that little boy's annoying.
I love him.
That little boy's annoying.
What's your favorite part of the movie?
When Regina King goes
Cusses him out.
and beats the brother ass.
right. You
And
Of
they had-
course, that would be
And
your
they had
favorite
to kind of
part.
grab her up under the waist and pull her off, and she's still kind of kicking at him.
Of course, that would be your favorite part.
What is punk ass?
I don't know. I hear what you're saying.
Spears. But I believe
I learned
Every
something
Spears.
listening to y'all married people because
Every Spears.
I'm single. So I learn something every time I listen to you guys
because
talk about y'all's relationship.
What happens is this: when you turn around and you make your life about this person, and don't get me wrong, I understand how it happens and how easy it is to fall in, but you have to recognize and pull yourself back because what happens is everything they like to do, like that. My husband was sitting here today watching fucking Jaws 3.
Charles.
Jaws
Jaws
3 is
3.
awesome. What?
Go ahead. Nuh-uh. Finish. You just finish your thought.
I don't have
We
to
will not
watch
address that.
Jaws 3 with him. A lot of people sit back and go,
Lou
"Oh,
Gossett was in
same thing he says."
that.
Lou Gossett played a billionaire who owns SeaWorld if y'all haven't seen the movie. But I
Spoiler alert.
mean, it's a Jaws. If you ain't seen Jaws 3 by now, fuck you. Come on now.
It's in 3D, nigga.
Not.
It is Jaws 3D.
I know, but I'm just saying.
They still
But
broadcasting that cheap ass 3D that was out in the 80s.
I want to go see The Incredibles. I might go see The Incredibles on DVD.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, that's my ADD. My bad, that was my ADD. I'm tripping.
I don't have to watch it. Like, it's funny because my husband roots for the San Francisco 49ers.
Boo.
I root for the Green Bay
Boo.
Packers.
Boo.
A lot of time during the
Boo.
season, we meet up with each other. Now, for the record, I know he want me to tell you this, we are like 0-4, 0-5 against them, and I'm okay with that. But every time we go in at each other and we battle out over
Even
whose
when they had a
team.
losing season.
When his team loses, I
Stingy
laugh
like
like
that.
shit. And I've had people tell me that if I'm going to watch football, I need to negate my team and support my husband's team.
No, that makes it fun.
Thank you. Why would I do
You know
that?
how many Cowboy fans I've dated? I don't know how that keeps happening, but I have dated.
Because y'all secretly love each other.
Is that what it
It's
is?
an attraction. I love hate. It's an attraction.
It makes fun. It makes it a fun football season, though. I mean, the shit
Does
talking
it?
alone.
I
Yeah,
don't-
the
I-
bets.
I get shit
The
talking about it.
bets.
That show. So any Cowboy fans out there?
Yeah,
Single.
right.
Holla.
Classic single.
Holla.
Right. But it's
But
you know,
I'm saying just like marry the man, not the idea of the man you have in your head.
Oh well, that's always the case.
Take
No,
a step back
because
first. I know you all
women
love
date
like-
potential. Women date potential.
But the other thing you have to understand too is
I
that people
understand.
evolve and change, and you have to like in both of you all's situation. You guys have been with your spouses for over a decade. In your case, almost 2 decades now, right?
Almost 3.
Oh, really? Okay, almost 3, and you are over 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is though, but you are not you. I mean, fundamentally, you are who you are, but you've changed, you've evolved, your thoughts have evolved. Maybe you're political now versus you weren't political. Maybe you're not into sports as much as you used to be. But you know, there are different things that change, and in relationships, you have to be willing to adjust and change
I
that.
don't
That's
think I
why
changed
you
that
have you have to really fall in love with fundamentally who that person is,
You
because
do.
that other shit will evolve and it will change.
Right.
And my husband,
But
I mean, I wasn't a
Let
political
me tell you,
person.
my wife married me for the idea of face. Like she got a relationship with me because of who I was, like really.
Which is still shocking, but okay. Because he was an asshole.
I mean, it is what it is. I just wasn't to her
Right, which that's important.
because I liked and loved her.
Oh, that's so sweet. He liked and loved her.
But it was like when the marriage came, she started getting into this idea
That Leave It to Beaver
of
shit.
me, and right, and
Right.
Susie homemaker, blah blah blah. We both worked full time. We both had careers that we were like
And
fighting
you were-
for, and
And you
everything
were in
else.
school. She was in school. She was in school first, right? Wasn't she in school?
Like I don't even know when she graduated. Listen, look, she's a career student.
Say
Like, I married the
we say she
complete opposite.
always in school. That's like me.
I don't never
That's like
understand
me.
her
So I
not
get
being
it.
in school.
That's
I don't
like me.
understand.
You don't know how to function when she's not in school.
Some she got like 5 degrees.
I
and
feel
all
her.
types of other shit.
I feel you on that, boo.
And it's cool. The fact that, and I understand everybody's surprised, like, she married you? I wasn't offended by that. It is what it is. But I was like,
That ain't bothering me at all.
I had to tell, like, I had to be the one to be like, yo, hey, look, all this that you, let's just live in reality right now. This whole, you are never going to have dinner on the table by 6 o'clock. Because that was a conversation we had when she picked me up and was driving home. And I'm like, nigga.
If you want dinner on the
We
table,
both work 8 hours a day, deal with DC traffic, and all of that. Then it's not gonna happen.
if you want dinner on the
Stop
table
playing.
by 6 o'clock,
Nigga, pulling his Wendy's.
stop somewhere and race
I
your
want,
ass home.
I
and
want
get home
number
by
6.
5:59.
Get what you want. You get your whatever
Right.
salad with the chicken. We can drive home and eat.
Solid with the chicken.
Watch whatever shows we're gonna watch and go to sleep. And then we wake each other up after we both caught a nap at 1 in the morning. We do our thing, and then we gotta go to work the next day. That's all I'm saying. Live in reality.
Not how we do our thing.
What?
Okay. No, we talking.
What,
You
nigga?
finish your
Shit.
story.
Right.
I'm just saying, live in the reality. Don't fall in love with the idea.
But that's it. A lot
But
of
a lot of people do
I mean, the
that. Like
idea,
what?
the idea is great. I love my wife's idea of me because it was like that. Goddamn,
Like
better
me?
than what
That you thought that was me?
nigga, that was better than what I had planned for myself.
Right.
But
But that goes back
don't
to what-
forget who they are.
But that goes back to what
As a
Mick was
human
saying
being,
about falling in love with
period.
the potential.
Yeah, and we see potential. And I don't mean potential in the sense of him being great things. I mean the potential of what I can turn him into.
But-
A lot of women
Oh,
fall
and
for
before I
that, and you
forget,
try to.
don't
create.
stop being you
Yes.
in your whole love and the potential of.
Yeah.
Still be you because you
I
still
used to
had
do
a,
that. I
you
was
still
guilty
had
of
some
that.
shit that you wanted to do.
I was guilty of that
And
in
all
my
of that.
past. In my past relationships, I have been guilty of that.
Because in my past relationship, as
thank
soon as
God
they
for
decided,
growth.
as soon as their entire world became what
You.
I wanted to do, relationship was over.
Yeah, I've done that before, and it,
'Cause shit,
and
I have enough of me. I don't need you reminding me of
Yeah.
how me I am of me.
yeah. Thank God for growth.
Shit.
Hallelujah.
But it's
Don't forget who you are, ladies.
And that's so important. But the
Yeah.
thing about, and women, stop giving bad
Or else
advice
you
to your
become
friends.
boring.
Stop giving, girl, why you do this? Why you let him do this? Why you let him
Yeah,
do this?
because
First of all,
just because you're miserable with your life, don't fuck it up for somebody else.
right, my thought is this.
Say it again.
Just because you're miserable with your life, don't fuck it up for somebody else.
My thought is this. If you can't trust a person, you shouldn't be with them.
Miserable with your
I don't clock my husband every time, every way, and he's gonna no matter how good of a wife I am, how good a friend, how good a sex partner, he's gonna do what he want to do when he want to. There's nothing I can do to stop that. He has to be honest to. There's nothing. I can spend plates. I can spend plates and whatever I want to do. Cook. I could be Betty Crocker in the thing. I could be what's the
Freak in the bed.
Yeah, whatever.
Lady in the
All-
streets and a freak in the
bed.
bed.
I can do handstands and tricks
Jeez.
and backflips on it, and then they'll sit and spin.
Wait.
It don't matter.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Sit and spin. That's usually an insult. That's usually an insult.
Okay,
How did
women,
they get to a
hold
sexual
up, okay.
position?
So women, hold up. I'm
Hold
glad
up.
we got to this because I
Hold
didn't put
up.
this on the list, but let's talk about
None
it.
of what we talked about for the last 30 minutes is on the list.
That is true. So T.I. got caught cheating on Tiny.
Again.
Now here's the thing. Tiny filed for divorce, but they seemed like they were trying to work things out. They were back together, whatever.
Excuse me for 1 second.
But going back to what you were saying about you can't stop a man from doing what he's going to do. I'm saying like in Tiny's situation, at what point do you say either I'm just going to accept that I married a fuck nigga, or
Is he a fuck?
I'm going to roll out? Yes, he's a fuck nigga. I like T.I.'s music. I like T.I.'s social activism. But when it comes to relationships,
But all I'm saying,
that's
y'all
some
got-
bullshit.
but
That's some bullshit.
But did he just like just keep smashing? It's just like what happened?
He's a cheater.
Okay.
He has cheated and got caught multiple times.
So he got.
So my
caught.
thing is, I think that Tiny needs to accept
So-
that
so-
this is just who he is, and that's that. Like it.
So we're just going to go on the blanket statement that Tiny has never is only fucking Ti.
I don't know, but if she is, she's
Right.
smart enough to not get caught. How about that?
What? I
I
mean, I'm
mean,
just saying.
right? She's smart enough to not get caught.
Yeah,
T.I.
but T.I. don't
hasn't
have
got
nothing to lose.
caught publicly. In the last, but it's a videotape.
Nah.
It made a videotape making the rounds of him, rubbing all up. It's clearly that he's an intimate relationship with this woman.
Right, but there's no video of him fucking her though.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's still inappropriate.
Okay.
If
I'm
I'm
just
saying,
saying-
if that's
I'm
my
not
man,
saying-
that video is inappropriate.
I'm not saying
You
it
don't.
was cool.
Unless we in the strip club, you don't get to rub no asses.
I'm not saying, but
Now in the strip club, if we pay for a lap dance, I don't care.
See, but see now.
I mean, there's
back to that,
been-
the only difference is.
I
when
mean, there's
they
been
change
many time
names.
situations that.
And it was in that environment.
Matter of fact, there's things taken that should have happened. Clubs, would I have been there? Would I have a wife that she would consider inappropriate? I know she'd be mad at it. But I went home.
Right. But if it made the rounds, it for whatever reason went viral, you would have some splaining to do, Lucy.
Not really.
You make me sick. I hate your ass.
What do you hate me for? I'm not dishonest with my wife. It's like what?
That's not
Look
okay.
at where it is. This
Okay.
is what we're doing.
Okay, so
Pick the day. I
take
can't
that out
help.
of it. I'm just
It
saying.
is what it is.
I'm just saying, in Tiny situation,
I don't know about
either
that.
shoot or get off the pot. Either you want to
I
stay
don't
with
even
this
watch
man
the
and
show.
accept that this is the relationship that you're gonna get from him, or be done.
But see,
I don't understand that.
I don't know. I don't get it.
But that's the love and potential. I see potential when he's a good
What
man. he's a
potential?
good-
What potential? He's
Because
cheated
I-
multiple
like-
but no,
times.
but her-
I think
but
he's
no,
done his career. Like he's on
No,
top.
that's what I'm saying. Not say potential.
What
I'm
else are we
saying
waiting on for?
she's
No, that's
potentially waiting for him to love her unconditionally. She probably has a thought of, yeah, he had all these women, but I'm his wife. So yes, I do believe he should treat her differently. However, he doesn't believe that. And she believes that one day something's going to spark in him and he's going to change.
Okay.
That man damn near 40 years old, like 15 kids. And how many of them, probably just as many mistresses. He's not going to
Did he
stop
cheat on her?
cheating on her. He's not.
I told you he
Two of his
cheated on her.
kids are like 2 months apart. He has a history
Alright.
of multiple women.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'll say this particular time. I know the past, whatever, and the math don't add up and all that other foolishness, and we already gone all that. I think this last, whatever we talking about right now. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Again,
Because all I'm
with
getting
you,
is,
listen.
because all I'm getting is,
Face with you,
all
I
I'm
have to take
getting
the
is-
celebrity out of it and
all
just deal
I'm
with the
getting is there
issue.
was a photo
The issue is
or a video of
the
him
issue is
flirting
it
with
went
somebody.
viral that he was cheating. No, it was more than flirting. Flirting I can deal with. It was more than flirting. He
Was he
was.
sliding her down or something? I'm trying to understand like the outrage.
I told you he was rubbing on her butt. They were intimate. They were in each other's face. It was all hugged up. It was clear that there was something there. Like that ain't how you approach nobody you just met.
that was a relationship. They had.
There's
they were
something
comfortable.
there.
There's some type of.
And even if they hadn't done the do and actually had sex, clearly there was some sexual tension and there was some intercourse. You don't just be rubbing all up on somebody's butt and all that other stuff and all that.
you be a
I want to say they
too.
kissed, but I don't want to lie. But what I'm saying is, and if you already have a history of being that dude. You already have a history.
Uh-huh.
You don't get to do that. And all I'm saying is, as a woman, you make a decision that either I'm going to accept this, and I have friends that have done that. I have friends that have said, look, I know he ain't never going to be faithful. As long as he don't bring nothing home, as long as he don't embarrass me, then it is what it is. I have friends who have made that decision.
Yeah.
I'm not judging nobody for making that decision. That is your decision, and you are grown. All I'm saying is this. In T.I. and Tiny situation, is it time for her to say, you know what, either I'm going to be with this man and I don't give a fuck about the rest of that, or I'm going to finally cut the
What did she
strings
say
and
about
roll.
I would say.
What did
I
she say about
I would say
She
this.
hasn't said a lot. She's been on
Women-
social media sending subliminal messages, but she ain't
Women
said
make the
that.
mistake.
so-
Okay, women, y'all make the mistake when the situation happen. Y'all make this mistake. You got to choose between me or her. Stop it, because I'm gonna be honest with you. He made his choice. Both of y'all. That's what he wants. So sitting there expecting for him to make an ultimatum, make a statement emphatically of which one he wants, is not gonna happen. His choice is both of y'all, because he can sit and spin with the chick that he got on the side.
Do
He
you
come
want
home.
him? Me. Do
And then
you
he come
want
home and
him?
get chicken and grits when he get home, because because
chicken and grits?
and grits. Because what's going to happen is a lot of times as women,
get a waffle?
we're going to try no waffles, spray bloat you up. A lot of times he going to come back. As women, our thought is
I want some pancakes.
really you too.
just saying.
The problem is
I mean,
a
we
lot
down
of-
here in the woods. There's a Cracker Barrel down the street. I want some pancakes.
A lot of times, we as
We
women,
go.
We can go.
we sit back and we make the decision of, I'm going to try to outdo the next woman. Again, there's nothing you can do
Nope.
that's going to make him forget about.
That's true.
Not look at the next one. There is absolutely so
That's
get that
true.
out your mind. There is absolutely nothing you can do. Like Classic said, you have to make a decision. Am I going to stay with him and put up all that goes with
And
him,
accept it.
or am I going to move along? If you stay, keep your fucking mouth closed. If you leave, don't look back. There's no other option at that point.
And my thing is, I feel like what's good
There
for
is
the
a third
goose is good for the gander. If he doing what he doing, I'm gonna do what I do.
There was a
Your
third
third option is sit at home and complain about it.
What's the
No.
third option?
Third option is,
Say something stupid.
Oh,
You ready?
Jesus.
you ready? This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Okay, what's the third option?
There's good. There's another option.
Right before she spit it
Okay,
out.
go ahead.
What is the third option?
There's another option. Realize what he is. Be the in between. Be the screener. I'm like, all right, I approve of this hoe, and then y'all make it happen.
Like have some threesomes, you mean? Like
But
let's
that's-
all just be there together.
be the
But that's-
screener.
But
that's-
you know
That's
the
what I'm
rumor
saying.
is that they have supposedly Black China had a threesome with them. So like the rumor is that they have gone
That's all
down
I'm
that road
saying.
too.
But
Okay.
if you do it,
I'm not keeping thoughts myself.
but if you
I'm
go
just
there
saying.
and she
If
has
you cool with it, you
and she
know.
goes with it and all that, just understand she has the final say. Whoever your girl is, she has the final. So she don't.
But it goes back to what Classic
But then you
said.
just
That
turn around.
filter and screening his hoes is still accepting who he is and what's going on.
That
and
is
staying
true.
with
You're
her.
still accepting
You're
it.
still
yeah.
accepting. You're
Yeah.
still staying. You're still so still leaves you with two options.
But I'm just saying, my option's more fun.
for you.
All right. Anyway, we got one
Just
last topic, and we're gonna
say.
go ahead and wrap this up. All right. And only reason why I'm gonna bring this up because we've been talking about it off camera, and I thought this shit was funny. So tonight, and I will be reviewing it on the YouTube page. We have the BET Awards. They're gonna be hosted by Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
Now I addressed this topic in the Friday Night Roundup, but we talked a little bit about it off camera. So we had the Jamie Foxx situation where the young lady accused Jamie Foxx of slapping her with his penis, and
We
so
gonna be.
His penis.
his penis. And so, and this is gonna be a real non-politically correct conversation. So don't get mad.
Yeah, this is the funniest shit ever.
So the question is this:
How do you get stick up on with a penis? How does penis stick up on you? How does penis stick up on you and slap you in the face? How does that even happen? How?
For our soul listeners, it's a lot of snickering and giggling. That's what the sounds for.
So this what I'm saying.
How?
This what I'm saying.
How?
This woman accused Jamie Foxx
Did
of
he run up
slapping
on
her.
her? He run up on it? Was she standing when he did it? Did he like get in the chair and jump up and smack her in the forehead? Like, where did he catch her at? The forehead of the cheek. I'm saying, how does this even happen? I'm sorry, go ahead. You were saying something? My bad. My
She
bad. Go
accused
ahead.
Jamie Foxx of slapping her. My question is this:
Was it a platonic
How
big
did-
slap?
how did it get to a situation? See, this one's okay.
Did he still have his sweatpants on?
What the fuck?
Were they gray sweatpants?
Gray sweatpants with the eggplant. This what I'm saying, y'all. When there had to be a certain level of intimacy going on. This was my 2 cents on it. There had to be a certain level of intimacy going on before it got to that point because you not just next to the penis. You had to be positioned to a point where your face was accessible to his penis. And so when you're down there taking care of some other business and you got mad, was it you were done and you felt humiliated because he was just like what?
He did the helicopter when he was too close?
What was the issue? I don't.
Wait, I know what the helicopter is.
I don't.
That's
You,
what you
you,
do that-
you have finally
When you
stumped
stand
me.
up, when you do the...
Oh, that's the helicopter? That's what it's
When you
called?
naked-
I didn't know there was a
when you
name.
naked,
I didn't know there was a
ah.
name with it. I didn't know there was a name with it.
It's real.
Yeah, see, you got into that.
Saying, I mean, if you're too close, you get smacked in the face.
So you feel like Jamie Foxx might have been doing the helicopter and she got
I
offended.
mean, all things are possible.
My thing is this, and again, I understand
Was he
that.
like a ninja with it? He came out the closet.
Like, did
jumped
you
up?
specifically say? Because my thing is, when you having sex, some things are just part of the sexual act. Why you gonna get mad and offended by it? If you're down there and you're performing fellatio and he just want to slap you a few times with the dick, it happens.
Or,
I don't see the problem.
Oh, you didn't tell him.
Why are you mad?
Oh, you didn't tell him you had a gag reflex and he got pissed off.
You know what?
Why are you mad by it?
Okay. I fur differently on this whole topic, so
I
y'all.
can't. You can't sneak up on somebody. It's
how
not
do you-
possible. You're
oh my
already
God.
engaged
I'm
in
so
some
glad. I'm
nakedness.
so glad Ghost isn't here right now. This would be a whole nother conversation. But I'm just saying, like, I just feel like if you have a problem, like, there's certain things. Okay, go ahead, me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, me.
What's your perspective on this
We're only gonna get us about 5 minutes.
penis in the forehead?
I can't with you. Okay, honestly, I get what y'all saying. I really do.
I understand she get mad. Could have put her eye out.
Yeah, she's a Crystal Story.
I'm sorry. Go
He shut her eye.
They could have put her eye out. Could have put her eye out.
That maybe that's why she was mad. Maybe he got too close to her eye.
Gave her a shiner.
Maybe it scratched her
She got
contact.
a penis shaped shape.
I heard.
Bruise on her eye.
I heard.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. How you feel, me? Because how you feel?
I heard seems things that
I get the context in which y'all are talking, but I do believe there are times where you slept with your penis, you're not gonna come back with a penis. I'm just saying.
What? What did you just say?
You get
You
slapped with
slapped
a
me
penis,
with
you're not coming back
my
with your
penis, you're not
penis.
gonna come back with your penis.
That's what she just said.
All right.
I just don't see the problem.
Because, okay, this is a scenario I gave off camera. I said, what if they had got finished on their thing? Let's say Jamie Foxx put in his work and she has kind of fell off to sleep and her head was hanging out the side of the bed, you know. And he made her hop out the shower and walk into him just like, Badow! That's how you get your ass beat. That's how you get your ass beat. Because first of all, you woke me up. And second of all, how you woke me up.
Is that the main concern, that he woke you up?
Well, with me, yeah, I would be pissed that you woke
So
me
you
up.
would be more upset the fact that that's how he woke you up.
Yeah.
If he had woken you up in any other way, would you still
He's
be
still get his
upset?
ass beat.
Okay, so then it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's like saying a man going on a woman, she farting in his face. There are just certain things that are just not protocol.
But sometimes
I mean,
I don't see the problem.
shit happens.
Shit happens, literally.
I don't. As long as it's not a wet one, we still good.
That's a shark.
Just saying.
What I'm saying to you is,
if you fart,
what
now
I'm
I
saying
clean
to
my bed
in the sexual act, sometimes
It
the
is a
shit that's
wrap
just part of sex.
on the night.
Men just like doing that. I don't know. It's
Some
something.
goofy shit to
It's
do.
just something that men like to do.
I've
What's
never-
the problem?
But that goes back to our previous conversation. Just because you
But-
like to do it don't mean I want to have it done.
But I've never dick slapped my wife and it was a surprise.
But would you be trying to sue? I mean, would you be like,
Matter of
making
fact, I've never dick
would
slapped
you be
anybody
making
and
a
it was a
public?
surprise.
Like she went public with
No,
it, and this is like and she was trying to throw it in with the whole Me Too thing.
No,
that ain't no Me Too
that's-
shit.
that's-
not no Me Too.
She should have had a conversation.
You was
with
in the
Mohammed
game.
6 years
And
ago and
point
left
one
it
for
at
Jamie.
that. She should have left. She should
The
have
only
left it
time
at
I
that.
drink beer is when I have crabs. Now I feel like I want some crabs. Anyway.
She should have left it at that years ago whenever it happened. No, I would not be on TV telling I got dick slapped. I would not be trying to sue somebody for some shit that happened.
Yeah, it's some stories I would just keep to myself.
That's just one of the things
Right.
you kind of let. It is par for the course in the sense of it was something he didn't necessarily know the boundaries. You know, it happened. If you didn't like it,
Right, because
You should say
apparently
something
she
then.
wasn't in a relationship.
you should say something to that and let it go. You come back 6 years later off some fame, some hashtag. I want it to be me. Let that shit
Or
go.
wait, or you told your girlfriend, she laughed in your face, and you decided to be mad about it.
Right, because that's what that bullshit was.
Right.
All right, y'all. So we ended on a silly note because we started on a serious note. But I want to we're going to wrap this up. I just want to bring one more time. I chose Defiance. This is what the books look like. They are available on Amazon.com.
I chose
I chose Defiance, and this is
what the world needs now. 90 days to a happier life. Not saying you're not happy, but a happier life.
because
Come on, Jack Daniels, get a factory up here, warehouse, something.
I'm going to the Jack Daniels factory this summer, and I'm going to
they
fuck
have
it up.
single barrel
I'm going to
rye.
fuck it up. I'm going to fuck it up.
All right, and
I'm
who's taking us
saying-
out today?
I'm spending a whole lot of money. At Jack Daniels factory.
What have you been?
Okay,
I guess
I'm
classics taking us out to Jack Daniels. Look, y'all, I'm keeping it real simple.
going to say, I'm going to let me take it out.
The next time I'm gonna try to talk people with his dick.
The next time,
The
not
next
the first time.
Next time,
We're gonna do the first one.
he tried to
fast.
slap you with his dick.
The next time, matter of fact, just let it happen. If you see it coming,
I don't see the problem.
if you see it coming, turn your head up your mouth.
Really, bitch?
Really, bitch.
What? That's called a silencer.
And on that note, we out. I cannot. I'm done. We out. He said it's called a silence.